Welcome back to Jeff Koinange live at the Villa Rosa Kempinski on this incredible and amazing Inspiration Thursday. 9-year-old Natalie Wambui, author of 2 books. I tell you, the patriotism in the books is palpable, thanks to her mother, Priscilla Waithera, who raised her despite all kinds of odds. The tweets are coming in very thick and very fast. Twitter handle is @KoinangeJeff, the hashtag My Country, My Story. And by the way, apparently someone has opened a Twitter account for you. What is that Twitter account? Natalie Poets. Apparently. We'll take a look at it, see if you want it, or you open your own up. It's your option. Hassan Buana says, Natalie, may God bless you. Patience Kimani says, loving the attitude, both of you. She's loving your attitude because it's all about attitude, right?
Yes.
Natalie says she's loving it. Dennis Mwangi says, that kid, just amazing. Moots Bonnie says, so inspiring. Natalie, go girl, go. You're a superstar.
Thank you.
Virginia says, wonderful show. Barnabas Wamoto, of Kempinski, she says, heartwarming gesture. Nesh, official KE, says, overcoming odds. Natalie Wambui's story is an inspiration. Her writing skills, courage, and confidence. Telling you, it's incredible. People are just loving you left, right, and center. Gowi Odera, Pastor Gowi. You know Pastor Gowi? Have you ever? Nairobi Chapel. You know Pastor Gowi?
Yes.
He says, Pastor Gowi, he says, thank you for acknowledging that there is a God in heaven.
Thank you.
A very inspiring story. It tops as one of your best this year.
Thank you.
Wow.
Well done.
Yeah.
That's good.
Well done. And then Dylan Nyariki says, a young kid talking about patriotism while some Kenyans on Twitter are busy engaging in tribal fights. What do you think about that? The tribalism.
I think that Kenyans should love one another. And I want to tell you a little parable of the fingers. The thumb said that I'm the most important because I'm the head of them all. And the pointing finger said, I'm the most important because I point each other. But the other finger said, I'm the most important because I'm taller than everybody else. And the other one said that I'm the most important because I bind love to each other. But the smallest finger said that I'm the most important because I'm the youngest and you should respect me. But the right finger came and said that all of you are important and you all depend on each other. And I want to tell Kenyans that they depend on each other. They should stop tribalism. And my mom always told me that I was born in the year of war. Because of elections, I should...
Post-election.
Yes, post-elections, that they should stop fighting and they should love one another because they all depend on each other.
Do you think people listen when you say this? Because, people say this every day. Stop the war, stop negative ethnicity, stop tribalism. You think they listen? Maybe they'll listen to a 9-year-old. What do you think?
Yes, I think they'll listen to me.
Why do you think we fight each other, Natalie?
I think it's because we don't put up with each other. We disagree, and the more we disagree, we fight, and we end up have wars, tribalism, and all that kind of stuff. Yes.
Priscilla, sorry.
Yes.
When you look at your little girl,
Yes.
9 years after what she said, the post-election violence.
Yes.
What do you see? Do you see a future for her in this country?
Yes, I think this is the future generation, Jeff. And I'm thinking, I would want to think that the generation of Kina Natalie won't be so much tribalistic and lying on ethnicity, that they will change and see things different from how maybe our generation and the previous ones have seen them. So I see hope. Yes, I see a lot of hope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I once interviewed a young man. His name is Eric Ngondi. He was attacked, the first time he was attacked on Gong Hills. They had gone for a picnic, right? He was attacked and they poked his eye out, one of his eyes, out. A few years later, he was traveling from Tanzania and their car, they put a metal thing in the spikes on the road. The car ran over it. They went for a little while, and then they had to come out of the car to fix the wheel, and some people came and they poked his other eye out. Second eye. Right? He never gave up. Tough, strong, resilient, amazing young man. Learned how to read Braille and to type and everything, right? So his wife, I call her Mrs. Eric Gundy. She's watching. I guess they're both watching. She says, Jeff, loving the show, and I'm literally in tears. I love Priscilla's undying zeal to support her daughter. You see people out there with incredible challenges, incredible hurdles. You're not the only one. I just told you about Stacey Sang, who lost both arms.
Yeah.
Eric Gundy lost both eyes.
Wow.
These people are striving. They want to make this country a better place. Do you want to do that?
I want.
What do you tell 9-year-olds today? What do you tell your generation?
I want to tell them that Dr. Martin Luther King said, if you can't fly, then run. If you can't run, then walk. If you can't walk, then crawl. But whatever you do, keep moving. And whatever you do, keep moving. That you have a talent inside of you, and then that you can share it around the world. And one day you look back and see where you're coming from, and you'll be proud of what you are doing. Yes.
Those poems that you write, that's very nice, by the way. I like Dr. Martin Luther King.
Yes.
Great man.
Thank
Great
you.
man.
Good.
Died a long time ago. For you, it's a long time ago, right?
Yes.
1968. Right?
Yes.
April 4th. I know the date. April 4th, 1968. I was 2 years old.
Wow.
You're looking at me like, who is this guy?
Yeah.
But a great man. Great man.
Yes.
Who else do you like? Do you like to quote? Who else?
My role model is first is God, because he's the one who gives me the energy and the courage. And second is my mom. She's the one who encourages me. And dad is Ngoge Wadhiongo. I'm so surprised he teaches the white people English, and he has written so many books. I respect him.
You do, eh?
Yes.
Look at that. It says forward. What does it say? Forward, right? By who?
Yes. Ngoge Wadhiongo.
Hello. Hello. How you like me now?
Thank you.
Oh, I love this young lady. It's
Thank
incredible.
you.
Where did she get her confidence?
I used to do memory verses when I was younger, and so I think she's inherited some of that confidence from me, standing before people and just doing her thing. But again, I think it's from Natalie and I have been through so much that nothing really moves us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How is the book selling? You say sometimes you go out with a bag with a sack full of books, and you come
Yes.
home and you've sold them all.
Yes.
How are the books doing?
They're doing very well. I've gotten a lot of encouragement from Kenyans from all walks of life. And my favorite selling points are parking lots in petrol stations, especially outside Galitos. Anywhere there is Galitos, that's Priscilla's.
You walk up to
shop.
a car, to someone in a car,
Yes.
and you say, do you want to buy a book?
Excuse me, I have a book here I'd like to show you. And you'd be so surprised that over 80% roll down their window and they buy. And they make orders and they refer me. And I've seen God's faithfulness in this.
Seriously?
Yes, seriously. And can I just thank some people?
Go on.
Jeff?
Thank them all. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, go on.
I'd like to thank the Watchmen who guard Oilibia Petrol Station, Limuru Road, Shell Petrol Station, Karen, Oilibia Petrol Station, Bellevue. You guys rock and you're the best. And your best days are ahead of you. You're not going to be Watchmen forever. You've opened amazing platforms for me. Management of Karen Provisional Store. Jeff, they are Asians. Natalie's book is Christian, but they've given me free space every day. I stand there, and this book sells like hotcake. And they're the ones who tell people, can you stop and hear what this lady is selling? And they all have Christian verses, and these are people who are not in our religion, but they are her greatest supporters. And so may God bless Karen Provisional Store, Galleria Mall, Greenhouse, Highway Mall, and every Kenyan that I've ever approached.
Yeah.
From this year March, you guys are the real deal, and may God bless you.
Absolutely, and
Yes.
Watchmen everywhere, right?
Yeah, and Watchmen everywhere.
Yeah,
Even those are my bosses. I call them waheshimiwas, and I salute them every day, and I buy them lunch, and you know, we have a small fellowship.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know, it's you, huh? It's not her, it's you. It comes from you. I can
Thank
see
you.
it comes from you.
Thank you.
People, nobody's ever thanked Watchmen, ever.
Oh,
Ever.
really?
Ever.
Okay.
We never think about them, and yet they stand guard.
Yes, and they've opened amazing doors for, especially for me and Natalie. I've met waheshimiwas who bought Natalie's books, cabinet secretaries, and it's thanks to these watchmen. They're the one who'll tell you, that's my Shmiwa so-and-so, go talk to them. And they're the real deal. And I thank the watchman who guards Muthaiga Shopping Center. He made it possible for Natalie to display her books during August holiday, and we got a deal to the studio. Poetry album coming out soon.
Oh,
Coming out
you have to
soon.
thank Peter Mbuna, the
Oh.
shoe shine guy.
And Peter Ombuna, Jeff's shoe shiner at Valley Arcade. I owe you so much, and thank you so much.
Yeah.
We're here because of you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. You know, Peter and his wife gave birth to a boy a few years,
Oh.
about a year or so ago,
Okay.
and he named the boy Jeff.
Oh, wow.
Can you imagine, Natalie?
No, I can't.
Why?
can't
That's his
either.
friends.
I can't
They're
either.
good friends.
Natalie, what's your next book about?
It's volume 2 of Kenya, My Country, My Story.
Yeah.
Yes. It doesn't only talk about the people who have made a difference in Kenya. It talks about our culture and the people who have stand out for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, okay. Your patriotism.
Yes.
Your love of you talk about your love of country as a 9-year-old.
Yes.
And there's people out there who are my age. They have no clue how incredible this country is. I want you to read this part, this first part in the back where you say, I love being a Kenyan. Go on.
I love being a Kenyan. Our country is so beautiful. It has so much to offer. Our wildlife, game reserves, minerals and natural resources, and so much more. Other than that, the Kenyan people are so friendly and welcoming. They exude love and hope, and wherever they go, it's awesome that I'm a part of them. This book is the first of my many series to come, titled Kenya, My Country, My Story. I will be telling the Kenyan stories in my own way by highlighting the good things that happen and also try to bring awareness on what can be improved.
Absolutely. And please keep telling that story, Natalie. By the way, when you're not selling these books at parking lots or gas stations or through Watchmen, where else can people buy them?
People can buy them at Current Provisional Store.
Yep.
They're there. People can also get them at Galleria Mall. They're there. And yeah, soon they'll be at TBC, Textbook Center, Sarit Center. They're reviewing it. I think in the next 1 week, the books will be there.
My Country, My Story.
Yes.
Natalie, I want you to look into that camera. We have just literally a minute left in the program.
Okay.
Your thoughts to 9-year-olds or 90-year-olds watching you tonight. What do you tell them about your country?
I want to tell them that their dreams are valid, and no matter what people tell them, they should spread out their talent to the world. And one day they look back and see where they are coming from. They will be so proud. They will even be thankful.
Yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely. Priscilla, you get the last word. That's your camera over there. I know you've thanked the whole world, but go on. Final thoughts.
Final thoughts. Mine, I think, is to encourage the parents. I meet so many parents who tell me you're doing a great job, and I agree. And I also want to challenge them. I'm sure your children, they all have something special that's inside of them, and it's your work to bring it out, help your children take their dreams to the next level. Do not be ashamed. Do not shy away. Every day, do something for your child, because you never know. It could be the only thing that your child may end up doing in the future. And it's either you make it or you break it as a parent. And may God bless everyone who has been supportive to me and to Natalie. And yeah, I look forward to meeting you in my next stop on the streets. Thank you.
Jeff Guitarre says, Natalie is a real deal of inspiration. Parents, see this. It is time to use these talents.
Thank you.
Incredible.
Thank you.
Incredible. And my good friend, Peterson Ombuna,
Okay.
he says, wow, wonderful inspiration. Somebody say, oh my.
Oh my.
Incredible, you know that?
Thank
I want
you.
you to come back more when the next volume is out,
Yes,
and the next, and the next.
I will.
And I promise I will not ignore your mother when she walks up to me at a parking lot.
I will.
I promise, okay?
Yes.
Good to see you.
Good
Enjoy
to
the rest
see
of the Kempinski.
Yes.
Are they going to drop you off to Gong in the limousine?
you. I think
Are they going to
so.
do that?
Yes.
You're going to have breakfast in the morning?
Yes.
Hello. Order the omelette, okay?
Yes.
Omelette is wicked here, wicked.
Okay.
Priscilla,
Thank you.
thank you so much.
All
It's
right.
incredible
Thank
that
you.
there are Kenyans like this and many more like you out there,
Yes.
right?
Thank you.
Well done.
Thank you.
What a story. What a talent. What an inspiration. 9-year-old Natalie Wambui. Remember this name and pick up these books if you can. By the way, how much are they?
200 only.
Sombili.
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 Yes, cheaper than lunch.
200 shillings, folks, and you will be inspired. I have a little 9-year-old at home, you know that. I'm going to make him read your story.
All right.
I'm going to do that.
Yes.
But you're going to read mine too, right?
Yeah, I'm going to read.
You promise?
Yes, I promise.
You'll be inspired.
Yes.
I promise you.
Yes.
I promise. I'm not just saying that.
Okay.
Thanks so much for joining us tonight. Keep tweeting at Koinange Jeff, the hashtag My Country, My Story. Next week is a whole new week with new shows, new guests, new themes, new topics. But the one thing that's always consistent, Natalie, the one thing that's always consistent, those 3 letters on the keyboard that follow each other. J, K, there you go. JKL, right here on KTN Home and KTN News. Thanks so much for joining us. I hope you were as inspired as I have been tonight by a tiny little 9-year-old who just loves this country more than anything else. Thanks to her loving mother. Thanks for watching. Good night. Good luck. God bless the next generation. Thank you so much.